the other thing I wanted to discuss was this pan off. It's basically a pan off from the Morra, but it's just a isolated queen pawn, boilerplate isolated queen pawn position stemming from a Morra decline. You get this position, you're not always going to have tactics, you're not always going to have a mate. But one of the things that this setup does is it induces weaknesses on the black king. Okay, so like here, for example, there are weaknesses. Like he can't play g6 because bishop takes. Because bishop takes. Long time, buddy. How you doing? So he can't play that because bishop takes, and if he, and you know, knight f6. Knight f6 is tough as well because you know there might be knight e5 and knight g4. So he has a lot of issues to contend with. This is a move that he has to worry about. Threatening mate, and if g6, there's also rook e6. There's knight h6 and there's rook e6 as well. So this battery on this diagonal can be very painful, you know, and this is mate. So invariably what will happen is when we play bishop c2, they will play f5. And this is an attempt to just shut down white's kingside attack, but it comes at a serious cost, which is the e5 square and the e6 pawn is backwards and weak and targeted and blockaded, and the king is a little weak too. So now we shift gears completely. We stop with the, you know, going for the kingside checkmate, and we shift the bishop right back to b3, where it's doing work on e6 and putting pressure on these sensitive squares. And then we're going to work the weak e5 square, double on that, and the whole tempo of the game changes. The whole flow changes. Bishop d2, totally calm, rook e1, and we're just working him over with the two bishops. His position is dreadful. Yeah, I thought about just taking here and transferring the advantage. I could take b up a pawn or rook e7, but I waited, played queen g3, thought about this, but then he has rook here. White noise to low, so queen g3 fine. King f7, and now I finally took because rook g is coming, and he didn't want to defend anymore. He got tired of it. But I was going to do this. This is a domination. I was going to centralize with queen e5. This is a position where, even though it's not immediately resigning, his bishop on d7, terrible. Pawns on d5 and f5, terrible. All my pieces are good. All his pieces are bad. If he plays this move, I was looking at bishop h6. Hadn't made it work yet. Does it surprise me? No. I was looking for this move. Apparently, it's just winning kind of brilliantly that this move is winning, because you have queen f4, queen h4, and rook g7, I would think. Uh-oh, the fan sounds like it's... Uh-oh. Might be the end of the computer. Uh-oh, guys. Could be the end. It's really sputtering now. It had a good run. If it dies, then I'll have to see you guys at another time. But, oh yeah, turn off the engine. Okay. But yeah. It's sputtering now. But yeah, bishop h6. That's louder than normal, right? Bishop h6, he can't play with the rook. because mate. And if he takes with the king, queen f4, right? And if here, then h4. And if here, then check, here, and rook g7 wins. So he has to play king h5, and then queen f3. Here, same thing. Check here. And this is mate. Take, check, and mate. Yeah. So he couldn't take that, but that's a nice way to continue the attack. Instead he did this. This doesn't work. I was looking at this move. Take, take, take here, and this is winning actually. 2 bishops up. Rook c2, bishop e3, but okay, why bother? Instead I just did this. He collapsed, rook e6. Take, take here, take, and I finally got that attack. But it was a patient game. It wasn't about direct mate, it was about taking advantage of those weak squares, f5, e6, e5, okay? So good lesson, thanks for that. Let's move on.